Got it. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Thanks so much for
Good
taking the
morning.
time. And congratulations on season 2 of Big Shot. That's huge. Like, how stoked were you when you got the call now that this show was renewed?
So excited. And also, I mean, I knew that it was going to change a lot for the better, I think. And I think that it was just so exciting to see what was going to happen with all these characters.
And Sarah, you joined a cast that kind of already has a bond and a rapport with each other and friendships. What was the first day on set like for you?
So first day on set was kind of because first we had basketball training before we went on set. So I guess first day on basketball training, I was nervous. I was shaking in my boots because I was like, these girls seem legit. And I was just scared because they already had like an established bond going into this. And so going in, I was just scared, but then they just welcomed me with like welcome arms, and they were just like so welcoming and so nice. And I was just so grateful that they were nice to me.
What was your first scene together like? Because you two are not great in the beginning. So what was it like kind of playing that like opposite like that to it with each other?
I remember one of the first scenes, apart from the volleyball scene where we see her at the beach, she's playing on the court, and I sort of come in and I'm like, who even is this? She doesn't even play this sport. It was so great because she was far away enough that I could still be terribly mean to her. And we would just laugh about it afterwards. But I think it just made it so much more fun for us, honestly.
Ava, this character seems your character Sarah, Ava.
You're good. You're good.
Words. It seems so far from who you are. So what was it like kind of tapping into this mean girl energy?
Oh gosh, I just tried to stereotype myself as much as I could and be very mean to Nell and to everyone else on the group, but definitely to Nell because I feel like I vocalize it a lot more with Louise. And it's just so funny because the second that they would call cut, I'd be like, okay, I'll just like snap back to who I was. So it was just a very interesting thing to see in me.
You're like, who is this?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
like,
know
ooh,
who
I
she
was possessed
is.
there for a second, sorry.
And you've been sitting in Louise for a while now, and she went through a very dark, like character arc, I feel, last season with her father. And now talk to me about where she's at the beginning of this season.
I feel like she's grown a lot. She's a senior now, and she moves out, turns 18, and has some independence away from her family. And I feel like she sort of has more autonomy, and she gets to take control of her life a bit, and start seeing a boy, and hopefully go to college, and all of those things that happen as you get older, and it gets messier. So I think there'll be a lot to sort of see for her. Yeah.
Love that. And I want to get your take because the boys coming in this season, I think, is a huge shift and it's a big change. And I think some fans are a little worried that it'll go away from the core girl group and it's going to become all about boys. What can you say to them about this season?
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, I think this is kind of like the contrary, actually. I think this kind of highlights the stereotypes surrounding girls sports in general, because we kind of compare it to see like how society looks at boys sports compared to girls sports. So it highlights the social constructs there and kind of like shows you that who's the priority in like the public eye. And I hope it just inspires like the next generation that girl sports and boy sports are the same at the end of the day.
What Sarah said, I think it was only natural that we would have this sort of addition because that's just the way the world works. I think it's best if we show then how we interact with this with the boys coming in. And it's the same thing as when John started coaching us. Like, this is new for us. It's how the girls navigate it, and also to show those very apparent differences and changes, and how we can sort of make that not as much of a difference, make it more equal. So
I love that. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for this morning, and make sure everyone check out Big Shot on October 12th.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.